Okay. Now uses of web scraping. Okay. So there are like, multiple companies which are using web scraping. Okay. These are the web pages. You do web scraping on that and store the structured data. This HTML format is semi-unstructured. Okay. It's not completely unstructured data. It's semi-unstructured, which we need to cleanse it. There are tools to clean that data. We'll talk about this later. Like e-commerce, I've told you, like suppose Flipkart wants to know what Amazon is selling at what price. So if they are doing web scraping on that, they will get the data and they can compare. Oh, this is the deal of the day. We will also reduce the price. So in that location, we can make much more profit on that. So this is like one example. Suppose Indigo Airlines wants to know what SpiceJet is selling tickets at what price. So suppose they have opened the website and real-time data they will get from their website. They can see like what SpiceJet is selling. So they accordingly they can fluctuate the prices on the real-time basis. This is like another example. E-commerce, another example I'll give you, like Adidas wants to know uh, what type of product Nike is selling in that particular city. In that particular city, what's trending on Nike. So I will create that type of product and I will also launch. So I'll be one of the competitor of Nike. I can also make some profits out of that. So they will scrape the website, they will find the comments, they will find the product reviews over there. They can do sentimental analysis of their which product is much liked, and they can categorize that data into particular uh, aging categorization they can do. So what they will find, like youth, what they want, what type of pattern they want in that location. So they can also make the similar type of product and they can sell. Okay, so this is like few examples why we need web scraping and what industries are doing uh, by these techniques, what they can make it out of that. From the website, they can get the real data, and once the data is available in the correct format, you can do any type of analytics on that. Okay, so HR industries is also using HR. What they do, suppose they have a HR is having some entire team, they keep on posting the jobs on different portals. Suppose Naukri, Glassdoor, LinkedIn, everywhere they are manually posting the different. One company is having like many types of job. So every day HR works and they hire employee every day. So what they can do, they can make a crawler. What the crawler will do? Crawler, where is my chat box? Crawler will go and post those job over there. Okay, so that can automate their work. The entire team's work one crawler is doing. So how much beneficiary is this technology? How much benefit they are getting out of this? So this is also like one of the automation what HR can do from their end. They can make crawlers which can post the job from in different websites, as well as they can scrap the data from the other those website. They can see like how many people are searching for the job currently, in what location, how many people in this location. If suppose like 10 data scientists are searching for the job, they can get those data, and they can, in suppose Chennai, the number of people who are searching for the jobs is more, they will post a new job vacancy there, because they know there people are, they can get candidates much easier. So this is the way also they can work. So there are many things in like almost every domain you can use web scraping for scraping the data, or you can make a crawler which can do these work for you. You need not to do all the things manually. Like social media, like suppose we take a example of bank. Okay, bank is scraping the data of news. Suppose it's scraping Washington Times from the America, USA. It's scraping the data of the news from other Times of India and other social websites. Now what they will do? Bank wants some analytics on that. Uh, yeah, it's not illegal to extract data from any website, but yeah, we do. And many website is having web scraping proof. Like they make their website web scraping proof. You cannot scrap the data from there. Like they will put many type of AI entry in that, like captcha is one of them. Now you need to click on the images to get into those websites, so directly you won't be able to get their data. And many website data, like you cannot reveal that you have scrapped and all. It's that, yeah, data means it's a issue, right? Always it's a issue, data. Data should not be exposed. But why it is legal, I will tell you, because it's so openly available. Anyone can access that data. I'm able to access that data, and anyone it's on the website they have put means the entire country is able to see your data. What's wrong in that? If I'm doing some automation, right? Just you are doing it in manual way. I've created some automation which I'm getting the data, right? So that's why there is no that worry about that. Suppose you want to book a, I'll give you one good example. Like I want to book a flight ticket, and I'm checking that ticket is not available. I've made a crawler. We were discussing like how bank can use scraping for their interest. So what I was telling, if bank is suppose scraping the data from the different news channels, okay, and they are arranging the data in their website. So suppose something happened. So suppose there is analyzing the different countries data, what they are getting over it, and they got there like in some country, yeah, some recession is going on, some bomb blast happened there, and so bank will analyze that data, whatever crimes happened, or is there any recession going on currently from the news feed, or is any political activity what they have done can impact their business there. So bank will be aware that analyzing those data, I won't be giving much credit in my that branch because people can default them, right? This is the also one way how globally we can keep on eye on other domains, on other business, and we can get the update, because website is one of the good best way to get the live data instantly, and everything is online nowadays. So if you can scrap the data, it's a gem for you. It's a free of cost, you need not to pay anything, and you will get the live information which the other website will not let you do. If you are asking for the API of that website, you have to pay. Okay. Uh, okay. Suppose real estate also they want to know uh, what are the two good magic bricks we can take and 99 acres we can take. Okay. These two competitors want to know what my other next competitor is selling in that pin area. Pin code location wise, they can, you will post the property ad, they will scrap the data and they will analyze the average price of that average price of the property in that particular pin code. So they will be aware like what 99 acre is sending there in that pin location, and magic bricks also can scrap the data and they can see what is the average price there. Okay, so this is how, like, if any you contact details, if it is available, they can get the agent number also from their data. This is the agent active in this pin location. So if I can, deal with that agent, this property we can post in our website also, we can sell that property and we can get the profits. Automobile industries, they also can, scrap the data. I can give you some automobile industries. Now they want to, they want to make a new plant in some area. Okay, or they want to analyze a market, how is the market of my Splendor and how is the market of Bajaj Pulsar. So they can scrap the data from multiple sources where the posts have been, given, people are giving their comments, their reviews, like Pulsar is a superb bike and all. They can, extract the data, they can do sentimental analysis on top of those text, and they can get the reviews and they can do topic modeling over that. Suppose from the comments, company wants to know if people are not satisfied by their bike, what is the defect in the bike, what people are posting there. Suppose brakes are not proper, brakes are not working properly, not up to the mark, something design is not up to the mark, I was expecting more and waste of money, something if people are posting from the comments. From the sentiment analysis you can clearly see, like, how much negative they are posting, but what negative they are posting on which topic. So they can do topic modeling as well, and they can extract, like, okay, people are not happy with the brake of this bike, I should improve my brake quality. Okay, design is not proper, people have posted much negative comments for the backlight. Backlight I will improve, I will change in my next model, next I will change my backlight as well. So these things company can do. See, there is no other way you can, overcome you no VPN also, from the same VPN, from any IP, anything, if you are hitting any website for in a less shorter period multiple times, it will block you because it increase their traffic and you are a bot. So some limits have been set. If website is not taken care of all these things, it will be under attack. Website will crash whenever you will try to open, it won't get open. So these things are taken care by the proxy servers of the website. They monitor all these things, how within that IP, how many times you are pinging in that some amount of duration, because manually you won't be doing that. uh, See, how to know these things, when you will get blocked, you should understand, okay, website detected that you are a bot. Or if not, no, like, no, there's no process that it will, you can come to know that it will block you. There's no other way. So sentimental analysis and all, how you will be needing data, how much frequently you will be needing data, weekly, fortnightly or monthly. So this is not that frequent, you can do all these things on top of it. That's why they do. Okay, like stock market data, suppose if I'm giving you, you want live data from the stock market, you want to know, you want to get the live data from the stock market to do analysis on your pre-trained for your pre-trained model, like next half an hour or next 1 hour, if the stocks will be up or down, how many frequent, this is like too frequent, you will be, pinging that. See, stock data is like highly secured live data. Okay, you cannot get easily, you need to buy APIs for that and they will charge it. uh, suppose you want like in that frequency you want, so they will block you. Why they will give you that data and you are a bot, they will detect and they will block you. Okay, so having download of website which is having download of data or data set, if we do web scraping, will they know? No, they will not know. Just now I've saved that web page because these information comes to your browser. They have sent that information to you, in the format of HTML, and you are scraping from the web browser. The web browser is having all those details, so they will not know. How they will know? When you ask for the data multiple times from the same website, what browser do? If you hit www.google.com, what it will go? It will go, browser will go take the URL and hit Google server, right? If the server is getting hit by the same IP multiple times in the shorter period of time, then the proxy servers comes into the picture. They will block that IP because of reducing the traffic in that website. Okay, and once you get the data out of that server, now it's up to you, whatever you want to do. Google has sent you data, now it's up to you. If I can save that data in any manner, if I can analyze that data and make my profit, it's up to me, right? So what basically is a web scraping and why do we need web scraping? So web scraping is the technique to collect the data from the website. What we see on the web pages, we if we can able to collect, fetch the data, cleanse it, and store it in our database for the further data analytics. So we require web scraping from that. It's free of cost. First thing, we need not to pay for any APIs and any other things like website payment, monthly subscription charges. This you can skip. And some websites charge us like $1,000 per month. So in this way you can save the amount. Plus it reduces our lot of manual work. It automates that task. Python does it for you, so you need not to worry about anything. It is an automated process which the entire team does, so it saves human resources as well. That's why we use web scraping. Okay, so basically what I want to say, I will show you. Let us say I have any website, suppose Yahoo Finance. I want to get this data to be scraped from the website, and in this format I want to store this data in my database. Okay, so directly you cannot do this. Web page is designed into HTML and many other like CSS, JavaScript, many things it uses. So directly if you will save this, save as, if I'm saving it, what will I get? See what's coming. It will give me, yeah, it will give me everything like tables, header, rows, tr, td. The data will come into a HTML format. This we cannot store in our database. Just like what. So this is what the website has returned, and data is also not correct. Right? In this way, I cannot save my required data, what I wanted to get from the website. This I cannot store in my database, and this is of no use for me. Okay, so what we do, we fetch the data in web scraping, we apply the process of cleansing it, we extract the required data what we want, and whatever our left is our noise, we remove the noise from the data, we standardize it, and then we store it in our database. This is the process of web scraping. Okay, and one is web crawling, what we say is as web crawler. So what a web crawler does is, suppose it's a kind of bot. On this page I have landed at home. Suppose I've landed at home. Now automatically it should go to some other tab. It should click over this. It should fill the form and it should click on submit, and then the data, new data will come, and that data I want. So that is a task of a crawler. Crawler is an automated bot, kind of a bot. It's an automated process which we will design for our requirement. Whatever we want, it will give, it will click on the websites, it can fill the forms for you, and it can download the data for you. Then we will apply this extraction process on the data and we will store it in that database. So this is how it works, web scraping and web crawler. Okay. What is web scraping now? It's a word scraping means implies getting some data from the web here. Now the question is, how can we get the data and what to get from the web? Like how to get the data? We can get the data for our data analytics from the multiple sources, like from the database we can get, from the web scraping we can get, and multiple other sources we can get the data. Data could be like anything. There could be anything like data resources can be multiple. From anywhere you can get the data, from the Hadoop, from the SQL, and multiple other sources. So here one mode to collect the data is web scraping, right? So what is web crawling versus web scraping? Web crawling means there is an automated it's an automated method from where your program will go and browse the website for you. It will fill the forms, it will click OK. Suppose in any website there is a date column, two date columns are there, from date you have to fill for the last month starting, and to date you want to fill last month ending. So after filling that form and after pressing on the submit button, what data will come, that only you want. This is the type of requirement for you. So what you will do, you will create a crawler for you which will crawl the website, which will fill the form for you, dates for you, which will click on the submit button. When the data will be refreshed in that page, that data, it will pick it up, it will do the data extraction process, and automatically it will save into your database. This is web crawler. What is web scraping then? Web scraping is simple. You just give one URL of any website. It will go hit that URL. Whatever the data is on the same page, it will take it. It will not surf anywhere. It will not go on any other pages of the website. Or just for the one single URL, it will fetch the data from there. It will apply the extraction and it will save it. This is the difference between web crawling and web scraping. Web crawler is a little advanced thing, which many of the industries are now using it. I will tell you. See. WebSocket. See, WebSocket is something like kind of like from the WebSocket also you can get the URL and the data, and web scraping also does a similar kind of thing. but the process here, the extraction of the data after getting the data, after getting the dump of the website, the way it extracts, it's a different, right? So this is the difference. And the IP is also like, it uses WebSocket, uses your computer IP to, you know, fetch the data from there. But here web scraping, that IP is covered. Yeah, sometimes it happens like, for any one website, if you are, you know, giving the request multiple times within within very less amount of time, so what that website will do is, it will detect that it is an bot, it's an automated script, it's an attack on that website to keep that website busy. Okay, so that website proxy server will block your this IP, so you won't be able to do frequently querying on that website. So this is something like web scraping and web sockets are. Okay, so let's understand difference between web scraping and web crawling. So what is web crawling? Web crawling is used for the large amount of tasks. Suppose you have two websites which you want to compare their data by pages. Suppose Flipkart you have opened and you have opened Amazon. Now you want to match the prices of both the product from different websites. You have to design a crawler which will go type the model number or product name in that field. It will get the data. It will extract the data from there, from the Flipkart. It will store somewhere from the Amazon. It will store. The crawler will go at Amazon and fill the product name there, get the details, and you can compare. So crawling is used for, you know, heavy tasks. This is like just a simple example. Think about, you have two pharmacy websites, medical, and now you want to compare all the medicines prices of some, suppose like Mankind or something, and there is another pharmacy which is making medicines. Now you want to compare all these medicines prices with each other. So suppose company wants to know what my competitors are selling. So this this is like a huge work. You cannot do it manually. So you have to make a crawler which will do all these tasks for you. These are like web crawlings. And web scraping, I've told you, it will go, it will fetch the data from a single web page, it will extract and it will store. So this is the basic structure of our HTML. Window, document, then HTML comes. HTMLs we divide into head and body. Head is having title, style formats. Body is having headers and scripts. And data is also here in the body. Whatever data will be there, tables will be there, will be in the body, right? So it's like heading and paragraph they have given. It should be like one table also. Table also we can we create on the body. So table, one row will be there for the table as well. Table, we will see how. Yeah, this one you want to see. Okay. Okay. So text is your data which we are interested into. Okay, this text, whatever it's written, right, we want to pull these data and we want to extract these text out of these body, header, paragraph, or if it is a table, we will go in per table row, we will go and find these text and we will extract these data. Okay, so HTML is document, start with the heading document HTML. This is the heading of a HTML file. Then there will be a heading of the page from where the coding is started and where it is ending. Main comes in the body. Body, under body they have created header is like having the important headings of the website. The website is metadata, what we can say, like the purpose of this website, what is this website is for. And under that paragraph is like a body, whatever you want to show over the over the web page, you can write in that uh, key brackets. Okay, this is like document declaration, and this is the way we give headings. Okay, HTML headings are defined with h1 to h6. You can give 6 headings in this. This is like paragraphs. Whatever you will be giving in between these pieces will be displayed over your page, web page. A is for the link. Suppose you want on your website, you want to give some hyperlink, so you have to give it under A bracket. A, href, then https link of that website, and you can write it down here. What is this link for? When you will press it, and you will be redirected to next page. Okay. Here comes the table. Sorry. Suppose this is a table made in any website. So what will be its behind coding, backend coding? How you will get to see the data in which format? Data will be in which format? As you can see, like company, contact, and country. It's easy to see and easy to, it's a cleansed data. But when you will scrap, it won't be like this. Okay, so in between that these table tags, uh, you can give your table name, and if trtd you will give that this is tr for table rows, and td where you can give your table data. Okay, in one row how many table data you want to give. This is table header. If you can give some designs or some fonts for that table header, it will create. This is something what it looks like. Table in between these table means from if you want, we want to make this entire table, we within that those table braces we should write all these codings. Table, this is table row, this is table row, and within td you will get table data for this, and you can do designings as well. Okay, so this is the backend coding of this. In one table, in one row, first name, last name, age, and then row is closed. So what you will get in first row, 3 entries are there. First rows, and they have given table headers for first name, last name, and age. This is the different coding, but still you can relate this. Whatever you want to write there, it will be reflected in this. So this is like basic concept of HTML. This is the table. What you can see, what you will see in any HTML page, behind what they have coded, what the coding will look like is, if it is a table, it's having like multiple rows. One name of the table will be given, one ID of the table will be given. That's a separate thing. That's for designing, and very just for ID is for that. Suppose multiple tables are there in that page, they will give ID. ID of the table will be unique. So that's how they code, and that's how we extract the data. If we know the table name and the table, we can pull out the data. We can give in our BeautifulSoup one library is there. We can pass those table details, and it will extract that table for you. So that is what we will be doing. So this is the table uh, what they have created. In any HTML page you will get like this. So table will be defined under that. Table will be open and table will be closed like this. This is the one table, and in that one table, this is the table rows. For n number of rows, n number of tr will be there. This is one row, and that tr, what are your fields they have created. This is the structure of that table. Okay. So class attribute you will get tagged with your table. So what is that class means in that page? So class, if you are getting, means class is related to, you can extract the data by table and give the class name of the table. So you will get that data in your that specific table details you will get in your program. Rest will be filtered out. We will see this later. Just I'm telling you that these things are there in HTML basics. The HTML class attribute is used to specify a class on HTML element. Multiple HTML element can share the same class. We will see how they share. A class attribute is often used to point a class name. Suppose div they can use class like this. I will show you what the class means. Suppose this is for styling purpose. You want to style a particular area in your HTML page, so you have defined some styling sheet here under city. City is the class. Now that division you have given that city, and multiple. This is one element, this is second element, and this is third element. Multiple elements can use the same class. Okay, city they are using means once I will change here design, entire these things will be changed. Designing data will remain same, but designings of this fonts, color size, and these things will change. For that they use class. id will be unique. If you can get any table with the id, that is your best part in web scraping, because id will be a unique element in your page. Id should be unique across the page. If you get like two tables and you want to extract the data from the upper table, not from the bottom lower one, what you can do, if id is mentioned, get the data from that table and id you can give in your code, so that data will be extracted from the upper table for you. Class could be the same. If you are lucky only one table is there, you can give class, that data you will get. So we will see these things when we will make a scrapper. These things will come. See, each element is having a unique ID here. They will not share it. What is span? Span they use for, suppose after paragraph, span they have written here, span. So what span does is, span is a like beautifying component of this span. Whatever they will write, some styling they can give in between spans. Okay, so this is what span is used for, which we see here in our data. See, many tables are there. In this table, data will be there what we are interested in. Okay, so data is there in an unstructured way, semi-structured. How we will do, we will see this. Okay, components is uh, first first part is to get the HTTPS request sent in that URL so that it can fetch the data for you. First part. Suppose I want data from Yahoo. I have to create a URL from where I want to pull the data. This is my first part. Okay. Getting the URL and sending the URL as a request to that server. If the server gets your request, it will send you that data. you get that data. This is your first part. Then comes the extractor. After getting that data, you need to parse it. You got the data in this format. Now we want to parse this data using many libraries are there which will parse this for you. Okay, like beautiful soup we will be using for cleansing this data, and we will see how this cleanse the data. Okay, data transformation cleaning, it's the same thing. Extractor means HTML parsing, what we can say, and extraction means arrange. After extracting, I want to arrange my data in table format, in a table format, in a tabular format, like a pandas data frame. Okay, I want to store my data. I want to structure my data in that format after removing all these headers and all columns and these TRTD script. These entries are there, right? Okay, storage module. After getting the data into my pandas data frame or whatever format I want to store my data. Storing means it could be anywhere like CSV, like a text file, like into my database, whatever you want to connect, Hadoop, SQL, whatever it is. Okay, so you can store the data there. Working is the same: downloading the contents, extracting the data, storing the data, analyzing. Okay, now in our today's session, what we will do, we will try to scrap rubber board website which is of Indian government. Okay, I'll send you the link. Please open this website. See, here you can see at Kottayam, which is a place there. This is the grade type of the rubber. This type of grade per 100 kg at what price they are selling at. This RSS4 for the national market price is this. RSS5 grade, this is the price. So today we will try to scrap this website where rubber prices are given. Different types of these are the grades of rubber. Okay, latex is 60%, some rubber grade is there. ISNR 20, this is the type of grading are there in everything. Means if you will buy coal also, there are multiple A grade coal, B grade coal, and types of gradings are there. If you will buy crude oils, suppose previously I worked in Reliance, so when the crude oil was coming from this Dubai and other places, so there are 171 types of grading which Reliance was doing. Under which grade it's fall, then after that they decide the price of that. They check viscosity, ethene, naphtha, many types of gases they check. Accordingly they decide, categorize it. So in rubber also multiple categories are there, and we are interested to make a bot web scraper which will come on this page. Guys, listen what we are trying to achieve. Don't ping now. We will come on this page. This is the domestic market, and this is the international market of rubber. We want to scrap the data. After coming, I want to click on this link, daily prices I want. When I will click on daily link, it will take me to another page. I want last 2 months of rubber data. Here last 2 months of data is not available. Then I need to fill this form. Suppose I want to select from this date to this date, from current date, and grade I want RSS4. type and it will click on go. Again this website will get refreshed. What happened? Okay, now the data came. I am interested to fetch this data into my database. So for this, I need some type of automation because data is not available in the URL. Like last time what we did from Finance Yahoo, we directly went to the URL and we scrapped the data. But here in this case, data is not available in the URL. If I will press this URL, I will simply land on that page. So for this, some type of automation needs to be required. We will make a Selenium bot which will come, open this page, which will click on this link like this, which will fill this form for us, form date to date, which will select a grade for us and will click on go. Some date I must have missed somewhere. After go, when the data will come, we will fetch this data after the page get refreshed. Please install Chrome WebDriver as well and place it in your the current working directory. Wherever is your current working directory, you can check it. OS place this Chrome WebDriver, download it for Windows and whatever version you are using. Version, how to check? See, go in help, click on these three dots in your web browser, these three dots at the right corner, topmost corner. Go to help and click on about Google. Mine is 84, so relatively I installed that 84. Whatever version you are using, please install that Chrome driver. It's not installable, just download this file. Don't run it. See, a Google Chrome will open like this. Automatically it will do. I'm not doing anything. See, this page is opened. Now it will search for that link and it will click on that link. See, it clicked on that. It searched, it opened this link. Now it clicked. Now it will fill the form because I've put here sleep. So it's, after 10 seconds, after 2 seconds, it's clicking. It filled the form for me and clicks on submit. Now I got this data, refresh data, which I will be scraping. See, I got this data. Import these libraries and after this, after importing, set up this web browser and execute this code and just check if your web driver is opening. Google Chrome, if in the another tab, if it is opening like this. See, if I'm executing this code, one tab will open here, one new Google Chrome will open. If this is opening means your path and everything file is set. If this is not opening means something is missing. So this is the website and every website is having its own structure, as you know, HTML structure, right? And every this clickable and this input element is having its own, path in that file. Okay, so we need to find that path in that structure and we need to click on it. So suppose this was my, I'm giving you just an example. Suppose I have an HTML page in which this body is there. Okay, and under this table one link is there. Suppose this link is defined with A and href is for link will be something like this. Okay, www.google.com is there in this structure, and I want to click this button. So there is a path in this. I need to first come to HTML, then body, then class will be there, right? Something table class is there. In this class, go to this row and click on this. Okay, so this is the path of my this button. How I will find that path and what that path is exactly called as. So for finding any element in our web page, we use XPath. Now what is XPath? XPath in Selenium is an XML path used for navigation through the HTML structure of the page. Means I need to define that path, like how you find any photos in your system. If it is stored in somewhere I need to click here. Okay, then I will go. So if I want to get one file, so this file is located there. What is this? This is called path, right? This is path. So in HTML also there is one path. Under this HTML there will be body, there will be many divs, there will be div like this, and there will be something. So I have to go through that path, like what you exactly see in inspect element. This is the structure, HTML structure of your page. Under this HTML, this head is there, under this body is there, under that multiple scripts. So I need to come through all this for clicking any element in this. I will click on inspect. So where I will land, I need to come and click this. So this tracing this element will be called my XPath. Path to this element will be my XPath. Okay, so for this we use XPath. How to write this XPath? Okay, XPath is defined as like this. In this format we need to give in our code so that it can find that element exact in this HTML file where it has to search. Then XPath is defined as the current node. This means double backslash is current node. Tag name you have to give. If it is a division, if it is an input, if it is a something like button you are searching for, at the rate, what is the ID of that this division, or what is the ID of this input ID or classes, and what is the name of that ID or whatever it is. Okay, the string you have to pass. Like if I have to find this element, okay, what I will do, I will just write as control find. You do control find after inspect element. From the double backslash I will copy this class more yearly. Okay, now this is a type of A, it is a hyperlink. Okay, so I will give find A hyperlink. In square brackets its class name is class is equals to class name, and I will close this square bracket. So it is searching, it became yellow. So now it is finding my link where I have to click. This is the relative path of this. Double backslash means I'm searching in my entire HTML document where this is satisfied, where link is there with the class more yearly. Don't worry, you will be doing this today. How to open search tab? You have to just click on the element, right click and go to inspect. Okay, after clicking on inspect, if your this bar is coming sideways, you click on this triple dots, and dock side you press this one, so it will come at the bottom. Triple dot and dock side at the bottom. XML1, I told you na, here click and go on inspect element. Okay, so we are trying to write our path to locate these elements on the web pages. So this is the way what we give. When we will try to write it, write this XPath, we will learn how to write. This is like just a theory. XPath contains the path of the element situated at the web. Standard syntax for creating XPath is XPath tag name attribute value, and these are the values of these. Select the current node. Tag name is the particular node what you want to select. At means its value. At ID is equals to, at name is equals to, at class is equals to. Okay. These are the some this tag names what you can use. Like if in any div its ID is only mentioned, you can give its ID name. Suppose in div only class name is given, so you can write it down. Find div whose class is equals to wrapper, like this. Here ID is not given, right? Here I've written class. Suppose somewhere if ID is given, class is not given, you can write it down like ID. If both are given, better. ID is only used for one, ID can be used for only, ID is unique for all the elements, and class could be shared with multiple elements in this web page. So it's better if you are having ID, always use ID. So name also could be there, and XPath means what we are looking at. There are two types of XPath. One is absolute and one is relative. Whatever we have seen is relative. We have used our search keyword to search that. Okay. And what is absolute XPath? Absolute means you have to give the entire path from starting of the HTML to where we have to go. That is the absolute XPath what we say. Like suppose I want to click on this. Absolute will be like if you are searching in any location and you are giving like C user Shubham download web scrap. After that, this is the folder XPath. Here you have to give, this is your absolute path. Okay, and suppose here I'm finding in web scraps for some file. I came here, suppose I'm finding XPath or something. I'm clicking on this. This is my relative path. I have not given the direct path. I've used some find keyword to find my element in the web page. This is how exactly similar in the similar way it works. So this is the absolute web path of any element. See, HTML body, inside that you select go in second div. After that, go in first div. Whatever you will click, go in first div. Then go to first HA, whatever is mentioned there. Then HTML1, HTML you have to go, this is the entire path of that. Instead of using the search keyword, the absolute path is given for that element. It's very longer, very typical to write also. So basically we never use that. In the worst situation, when multiple elements are with there with the same id, same class, and it gets mixed up, at that time the last option is to write the absolute path for finding that element in a web page. Otherwise we will be always using this relative XPath. And relative XPath, how to write it down, we have seen there. Okay, so basic XPath, like I want to fill this form, user ID and password, with my Selenium WebDriver. How I will write it down? So let's see an example of Rubberboard website only. Don't worry, it's automated. You need not to write also. I will tell you the option in this click and how to get XPath, where you will be able to locate it. But I'm just making you aware what is XPath, so that at least you know what is XPath and what we do in XPath. Let my web page load. Why it's not coming? Suppose here it is a search button. Now you want to locate this where it is located in my HTML document. So just go click on it, right click, inspect element always. Now here you can see if it is not locating at once, you again click and you do it twice, inspect element, then it will highlight where it is taking. Now here input it is taking in this placeholder they have mentioned. So this is how it is highlighting the input field. And now you go right click on this highlight, right click and copy your XPath. Copied. Now you press Control and F, Control and find, paste it here. See, it is searching. Means you located that element. After locating, what we will do, we will send our keywords, what we have to search. For sending that key element, for sending that input, what we do manually, like this, we need to locate that element where we have to fill that value. For this, we are using XPath and all. After copying, press Ctrl F. And paste your XPath there and hit enter. See, it will locate that element in that web page. It's locating, right? So now our first task is done to locate the element on web page. Now we have to send the keywords there, what we want to search. And after filling that keyword, we have to press this button. So again, we will press right click on this button and inspect this element. This is the image source, but where it is on click, this is the button location. I will copy its XPath. Right click on this, copy XPath. Right now, if I copy and paste here, it will locate that button. So what I have to do basically, we will be writing. Wait, let me open a notepad. Using Selenium. Selenium was made for website testing tool. They have given the package in Python. Basically, it was developed for testing the website. So whatever it does, it automates, right? Automatically, it goes and click everywhere and search and everything. So testers were using this library before. It was a tool. Now it came into Python library. Okay. Finding the elements in web page, clicking on it, on those elements. After clicking, going to next URL, going to next page, filling forms, and submitting it. All this will be doing through Selenium. Okay, and this is known as a crawler, which will crawl the website for you. Now, how to make a crawler? Now let's start. Open your Python Jupyter notebook. You must have imported these libraries, right? Okay. Now, this is the URL. I will set my driver first. Okay. Drivers I will initialize. Wait. These things should not be. Drivers are imported there. Okay. Don't execute. Okay. Now what we have to do, I want to click here, right? So I will find its XPath. I will click inspect element. You do it with me. You guys do it with me. If you are not able to find, just tell me. I will tell you, repeat it. And you guys really enjoy this session. Go to this home page. And now scroll down in domestic market of this rubber. I want my bot to come and click on this link. How it will do? First, I will inspect this element. Okay. If your this bar is coming here, there, or in any other location like sideways and all, click on this dock side. Press this one, this button. It will come at the bottom. Okay. Okay. Now it is highlighting this one. This link, this is the link. On click is equals to go. I will again right click on this and I will copy its XPath first. Now I got this path of my element in on this page. Everyone got that? Then I will come here. This is my driver. So first it should go to the URL. And what is the URL? I will give the URL to my Google Chrome, this web driver. Copy and paste from here. This is my web page. Where first it should open this web page. Okay. then it should wait for page to load. So I'm putting sleep here for the 5 seconds. After in 5 seconds, I hope my page will be loaded, and after that I will search driver dot find element by XPath, and I will give in my double quotes the path I've copied it from there. Wait, this is daily. I will right click. I will inspect the element. Again, I will inspect like twice you do if you are not getting it once. It will locate it highlighted. Now again I will come hover over this. Again I will right click. I will copy. In copy, I will copy XPath. Okay. Now I will come to my sheet. I will copy this path. And what I will do, dot click. Execute this code. Check if it is working or not. If it is finding your element and clicking on it or not. It will click and it will take you on the next page. It is so simple. It is waiting for 5 seconds. After that, it clicked on that daily link and it took me to the next page. So after clicking on it and going to the next page, just wait for another 5-10 seconds for the page to load. Whenever you click on go to the next URL, it's better to put sleep. Why? Because again, if you'll give find element by XPath, that page won't be loaded and your script will execute before the page gets loaded. So what it will give you error, the element which you are trying to search is not found. Though you have given the correct path of the element, it will throw you that error. Now we are into the next page, right? Clicking on this daily in national market. After that, it went to another page. Let's wait for another 5-10 seconds. This website is also slow. Now we have landed here. These are the input fields for date. Okay, you guys open this page. Open this page. You have landed here on this page. Now click on this from date. After clicking on it, right click on it and go to inspect element. We have to find its XPath. To click on this and send dates. Here it is input type is equals to text, class from control, form control input, something they have given. Okay. Again right click on it. You will get copy its XPath. Okay. Now again, after the page is loaded, now you want to fill from and to date. Okay. In the next link, filling. How you will do? Again, driver dot find element by ID. Fine. sorry, XPath. My XPath. Within single quotes, you paste this XPath. Make here from date is equals to, because directly you won't be able to, after clicking you won't be able to send the link. So you have to make an object of this, find the element, store in it, and after that storing from date dot click. After clicking on it, what you have to do, you have to send your keys. So from date dot send keys, and keys whatever you want you can send. Here we have given date. Wait, I will initialize the dates, and date should be in the format of the website what the website is taking. You cannot put your own format of the date. So here's the code for formatting your date. I want just last 1 month of the data. So from date I've calculated from now. Now I've taken out date and relative date filtering I've applied to get the last 2 month of date. What is my last? What was the date before last 2 month, and to date I want like last month. So it will be like only 1 month of the gap in between these dates. Okay, this is the date I've taken relative date. Send keys I've taken out from date, which looks like from date is, sorry, it needs to be executed. From date is 7/6/2020, and date, suppose I want data in between these two dates. Okay, so I'll, after clicking here on that field, I will send keys from date. Done. Now similarly we will fill to date. How to do that? Before filling we need to click on it, inspect the element. If you are not getting at once, again you click and do inspect element, it will highlight. Inspect the element and again right click on it, copy its XPath. Copied. Now equals to driver dot find element by its XPath, within single quotes paste this, and to date dot click it. Send my to date in that. To date which I have extracted before. Here you put time dot sleep, else it will do very fast. You won't be able to notice what it is doing. Now I have to click on the submit button. My form is filled. Again, no, sorry. Here I have to fill the grade. Here I will click on down, click on this. I will inspect this. I will write its XPath. See, RSS4 suppose I want. I will click on it. and I will find this XPath of this element in that. It is under the select. You click on the drop down. There you will see all these drop down details. Whichever grade you want to select, suppose in the filter, click on it, go and copy that path, whichever the object you want to fill there. Okay, what I've done, I've clicked on it. I went to inspect element. In inspect element, I can see this is the type of select. I've clicked drop down. Now whichever grade I want to select here in this field, I'll click on it and I will copy its XPath. Again, I will go here. I will fill element dot click. This is filling the grade. Now what is next? To click on the submit button. I'll go and inspect this. I will copy its XPath. Find element by XPath. Use this dot click. I will tell you what it is doing. Driver dot get data of page source. It is waiting. After waiting, it clicked. Again, it went to sleep for 5 or 10 seconds, whatever we have given inputs. After that, it will fill the forms. Send date. Some error should have come. Web element has no length. From date we have a just have to find XPath of the element and just click on it. Tell the driver to click on that element and it will click on it. So after clicking on go, you got the final data. You want to scrap that data. Last time you remember we have used request library to send the URL and get the data, right? But now we are into Selenium. How to get this data? This is the command driver.page source. You will give the data, you will get into this scrap data. See, if I give data here, you can see the entire web page came here again, right? Here the entire page came again. We got this updated data. from the server, we fill the form and we fetch the data, the updated data into our uh, Python notebook. This is how we get the data out of this WebDriver. This is the dumped data. Sorry, this. Okay. Now again, you have to use BeautifulSoup here to find the data. Now the data is under this. This is the division. This is the Kottayam data, and this is the Kochi data. Someone asked me, can we get Kochi data and Kottayam data as well? So yes, we can get. What you have to do, this is your table, right? This is your table, what you got the updated data. Just right click on it, search what table it is, inspect element. Again, this is in sideways. I will do at the bottom. I will click on this, it will come at the bottom. It has not shown me the highlighted part. Again, I will go and click on inspect element. So see, you just go and click on the selected item in the page and inspect element, this arrow one button. What it will do, wherever you will hover, it will highlight this code for you. So suppose I'm highlighting over this Kottayam, which is written here. It's a type of div. So under this div, my entire table is stored. See, this is the table. Or you can directly search for this table. Under this, I can see this table is stored, right? It is under this div, not in the table. It is under this Kottayam. I can just click on this inspect element, this hover element. Click on this div. I want this complete division. It is selecting, right? See. So after selecting this data, my entire noise will be removed. This script above script will be removed. This part of coding will be removed. This part of coding will be removed. Only the remaining data which I will left with is this Kottayam division. See. So I'm interested only this. So what I will do, using BeautifulSoup, I will try to filter out that the data. So on top of this data, what I've done, I will find only this. Let's say I've created a BeautifulSoup object, and I will search div by ID. It's a format. Whoever were not there in the previous class, so this is the way to extract data. You need to create a BeautifulSoup object. The data which we received, we have to place it in BeautifulSoup object from which we imported the library of BeautifulSoup. We need to create an object of that BeautifulSoup, bs, pass data, and it's a HTML format. So this is the format what this BeautifulSoup takes. Again, in that data, we have to find that particular division here. Why I'm scraping this website? At least you guys can show this on your CV. I've done web scraping of this rubber board for this and so great of national and international market. It can help it can put your weightage to your CV. Then they will ask why you scraped, why you didn't brought APIs and all. You can say it was costing to the company like $100 per month, $200 per month. We have saved that. We can scrap. I have code to scrap that Flipkart, Ease My Trip as well. But we are doing first this one. So now, after filling the date, suppose ISNR 20. Now this data we scraped and this data is in our dump, that data variable. Okay. Now I'm interested to scrap this data, right? I will click on this. I will inspect under what it is stored. So I can see there is a div named as Kottayam. Under that my table is there. See, this is that data part. No, where it is. Else you can inspect this element else also. So where it is stored under this Kottayam div. You can see under this Kottayam div my data is stored somewhere. This is my date. So how is the structure? If I'll find this div Kottayam, if I'm finding this table data in TD, my data is stored. See, this is the data under TD. Under one table row, many TDs are there, table data, which I'm interested into extracting that. Again, next table row. In one table row, these many data entries are there. See. So now what we will do, we will write a BeautifulSoup code to extract these. Okay. Now data what we got, we will create an object of that data into BeautifulSoup. This is an HTML parser. We will pass it and we will find the div with the name class Kottayam, with the ID Kottayam. Wait, here I will show you. See, div ID is Kottayam. I have to find this, so this is the format how I can give. Soup dot find. What I have to find? Div. This is the format in which BeautifulSoup takes, and in the dictionary format I have to pass ID and the ID name. ID name is Kottayam. This is the format in which BeautifulSoup finds the data. So execute this and see what you got. Type div here. Now only that division is coming, right? Where div ID is Kottayam, and that data we got. Now to find table rows of this. Table rows. Under that div, if I'll give find all table rows, I will be having only this data remaining and above will be gone. Right? So I will come here and I will give under this div find all table rows. This is the one table row. Okay. This is the other table row in which data is stored. See, if I'm hovering, these are the table rows, right? Under this division, these many rows are there, in under which data is there. See, like I wanted to check what came in my data. I've given here data. It showed me what is there in my data. Similarly, you can do. Now, I will find all my table names, table rows in under that data, and I will store it in table row. Now let's see what is there in my table row. This is my table row. Okay, this is my table rows, what I got in that data. Everything is now filtered out. I'm left with these table rows in the data. How will is extract the data? Data is there in under TD. You can see TD here open, TD is closed. In under that TD, my data is stored. And one table row is having multiple TDs, table data. You see, one table row is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 TDs. Okay, so we will be executing this in the for loop for storing the data properly. This is my table rows, the data which I got. Now what I will do, I will make an empty list which I will be appending it in a loop. For row in table rows, I will extract those elements. Find all TD. Okay. Find all TD when I will do for one table row, I will do find all TD. Wait, let me again reclose it and open. Okay, for one table row, I will do find all TD. So these 5 table data I will be having. Now I have to extract these. How I will extract this? I will give table.text with td.text. Whenever you are left with some kind of suppose td and suppose here text is there and again td. If it is a beautiful soup object, you can always give soup. Suppose you have stored this data into one beautiful soup object. So data.txt when you will give data.text when you are left over with this element, only this dot txt. Suppose your data is equals to like this. This is the soup data object. When you will give, so it will extract the text. It will return you data is equals to text. So that's what we have reduced up to. Under this table row, multiple TDs are there. Now we are left with such type of format. This is open and this is closed. In between data is there. So if I'll give this data.txt in for loop, it will extract all the data for me. Now let's see the code. Have found all these table rows are with me. Okay, in that these table rows are there. Under these table rows, multiple TDs are there. Like this. This is the format. Now I'm trying to extract this. This is the date. See, I want to extract. So I'm giving it in a for loop. This is how I've done. Columns find all TD. When it found all TD, you can wait. Let's execute one line. So we are extracting this table data from our for loop. Wait. Take a new cell. Here we are having table rows, all the rows we have. This is the data which we have in our table row. Now if I'll do table rows dot find all table data in between which my data is there, what this is what I will get. Okay, so I'm finding I need to execute it on in for loop, else it will give me error. It's a kind of list and treating it as a one element. Yeah, multiple TDs are there. So no other way we have to execute it in a for loop, because under this table rows multiple TR are there. See this one, this one, this one, this one. It's a kind of list, a very big list, and I'm treating it as a one object. That's why it's giving me error. So this is the way how to you can extract the table. One row you have to find all TD. Here table its data is there under TD. In one table row I've clicked, 5 TDs are there. Now I have to store this in a one list. So .txt file converted into text, and I will make this one table row as a one list. So multiple list will be there by end of this loop, and I will append that those list one on each other. See what we are doing. I'm explaining you here. So these are our table rows, tr, tr. In one table row 5 TD are there, 5 TD table data. So this is for every table row. Like this, some data is stored in this table. So we are selecting one table row. So this much data we will get in one loop. One iteration we will be having this data for row in table rows. Okay, so it will select this much data. One table row is consist with 5 columns of this data. So for this data we will be having one loop. Okay, find all TD in that one table row. So it will remove this, find all TD, we will be left with this table data like this. Data is like this in between our TD. Okay. So for one loop it's like this, table data, in between text is there, in between text is there which we are interested to extract. In between this all text are there. Okay, it found all the table rows. Now again we will run a for loop on this. Now we are left with this much of data, and this text I want to extract in between the from between these two table data, this table data field. Okay, what I will do, for element in text dot strip, suppose text is written like this, here it is a space or something, if it is like something, so strip means after x dot txt means it will extract the text data from that td. One at a time it will select for it will run for the columns, right? Columns we got this much of td, 5 td, and for one iteration it will run and it will convert .txt means this text data will be extracted here, this text data will be extracted here, likewise. Okay, now it will become a list. When the data will extracted, it will be like td will be removed. After this iteration only text will be remaining, so this will become a one list of text elements. After this iteration only text will be remaining. This became a list. In the next iteration again also this table data it will extract all these text. I am appending these lists one on each other. So this is suppose became list 1, this will become, the data will come from this will become list to, I'm appending all the lists here. What I will get here is the data, see, in this format. Understood what we are doing? I copy its full path instead of its X path. Prithvi, see, try to inspect. Okay, after inspecting, click and copy full X path. That is what I told you in that tutorial which I was showing you. Here you paste it. Now you paste its path. Inspect, copy full path. This is for domestic and this is for international. Now you see the difference under this HTML body second division, under the after entering into second div, enter the third div. After entering the third div, you enter the second division. After that div, the absolute path is changed, right? I've told you in your computer system, doesn't matter if you have kept the same file name in some other folder and the same file name in other folder, it will take, right? Here the path is different. Path is different, right? That's why XPath it takes. See, if you will copy XPath of this international, what it says, it is telling find all ID, find all the elements with ID tab info. Okay, under which you go to division 4, division 2, again division 4, division 3 and A1. Go click there. And if you will try to analyze, it's this first path. Copy its X path. This one. See, location are changed, right? So it is not taking on the same link. Links are different, but at the different location. Maybe must be same, but they are at the different location. Prithvi, is it clear? Is it only possible to make crawler using XPath only? Yes. XPath you can define. No, Amit, I think I missed you. Wait. You can find it by the element ID also, but this is the easiest way to do it. That's why I've told you that. Suppose you want to find this element, okay, and you want to use here class. Here class is given. Amit, I'm telling you, you have asked question. I want to find this element without my XPath. Okay, path will be there, but I will find this element by class or some other thing. So do Control F for finding. Find. It is not coming. Some issues with my browser. Find is not coming. Find A. Sorry, let me show you here. Like we have given find element by XPath, right? You type here somewhere driver dot find by multiple other things you can find with element. If id is unique, but you should have proper understanding of the HTML structure or the HTML language, then you can use this id, find element by id, find element by class name, and many other things. Okay, so you see now dot find element by class name, id, text, css selector, many are there. So you can find the element with other objects as well. How you will do class name? If I have to find that class name, and then only that class name you have to give. But I've told you class can be shared with the multiple elements. So it's not the best way to find with the class. If in your scenario it's the only element which is having the same class, you can use. Else you have to find by id if there are multiple elements. Like find element by id tab info. I will do. But I need to again write this code here. So this is the way you can locate that element without using XPath. Use ID, use class name. This is the ID, right? Just give here ID. ID. But best way is to use XPath. It's reliable. Okay. So our very first process was to hit the website and get the data. Okay. How to do that first process? So here I have a live example. We will be scraping the data from Yahoo Finance. And what data we will be extracting? If you guys have a Python notebook, please open it. Jupyter notebook. Please open it. We will be doing parallelly. Okay. Please, it's a request from all of you guys. Please open your Jupyter notebook and a web browser. Okay. And I need you guys to install these two packages in your Jupyter notebook. One is request, other is bs4. Okay, please install these two packages in your Python notebook. If anyone is having trouble, please ping me. uh, like anaconda prompt, you can open anaconda prompt and type in anaconda prompt pip install bs4. And pip install request. Okay, so here is the website. You open your web browser. You all type finance.yahoo. You will land on this page. Let me know if you got this page. Here you type double SESSE in the search box. Okay, and on this first one you click this, this web page. Here you can see this is what Shanghai Stock Exchange. Okay, this is the stock price on which all they are trading. This is the live data. And suppose my requirement is to get the historical stock data of this Shanghai Stock Exchange. Okay, from this website. Click on this historical showing you. Then I want historical data to do, some data analysis. So if you guys know, on my every click that URL is getting changed on the top of this URL. If I want to do historical analysis of this stock data, I will go on this historical data. I will get these tables. Okay, this is the historical data on this day. It was opened at this, high as this, low as this, closed at this, adjusted close was this. Okay, volume of the trading they have done is this amount. Okay, so I want to do analysis on this. I want to predict what will be the tomorrow's stock, if it will go high or it will go low from today. Like next week I want to predict if it will be high or low. Okay, so for that I need this historical data on which I'll be training my model. I want to scrap this data. URL of this is this. Okay, now I will do right click and go on inspect element, this last one, inspect. On the table you have to click, don't press here and there. On top of this table you do right click. Okay, and go in inspect. Our goal is to find this table, name of this table, what is this table. Okay, then what we will do, we'll extract the data from here, from our coding. Okay, you click something, this might be opened. Now you go and press here, this icon, select an element in the page to inspect it. You press this one. Okay, after pressing on this one, go to that table, press on the table. Yeah, I'm waiting. I will repeat this process multiple times. You need not to worry. Tell me, should I repeat once? Okay, wait. I'm repeating this process. Okay, you must have been landed in this page. Scroll it. This data I want, historical data. Right click on it. Go on inspect. Press inspect element. This page will open this your coding of this page. Okay, go and press this select an element in the page to inspect. Press on it. Okay, now this is a table. I will go and this hover over this table. See, I will select this table. What it is giving me here is the table name. You can see here it is table.w 100%.m0. This is the table in which this data I want to extract. Got it? Got the table class. This is the class actually, class name. If you'll open in Firefox, you can clearly see, yeah, if someone will open in Firefox, you will clearly see table class, it will return here. Class name. This is the table and class name. This is the name of the table. I want to extract data of this table. Okay. So let's begin. Open your Jupyter notebook. Sorry, this is problem. Open your Jupyter notebook. Start importing these libraries. So now here comes how to get the data. Okay, this is the URL of the website where the data is. Okay, so we will create a URL, variable URL. You create a string like this, give it a name as a URL. Okay, and send a request to the servers, request.get this URL, and store it in another variable named as a response. All got this data? Okay, you need to import this library. Okay, please import all these library, and you create a URL. uh, this is the website URL which we have opened, this URL. Arey yaar, why it's not this page URL where the data is there. This URL I've just copied and pasted it in my. Okay, so this is the URL I want to get data from this page. Okay, so I will send it in request is a library which will get the data for you from that URL. Okay, get dot URL you have declared here. Okay, so we have the data now. Now you type response dot content. You can see the entire web page has come in our Jupyter notebook. Response dot content. You can see the web page content here. This is the content from the web page. Now we have to parse this. This is done. First part is done of a crawler, which we discussed to extract the data. Sorry, download the contents. Downloading is done. Now we have to extract the data. Extracting part. We are into extracting part now. This is the content what we got. Now we have to parse it as a HTML parser, which our library will do, named as BeautifulSoup. Okay. Yeah, funny name I know, but they have named it like that. It beautifies your data. So response, you have to send it here, response.content, whatever content you have got, and HTML parser. So it will store the data in that format. It will consider that as a HTML. Now this object has got that it's a HTML content what we have received from the page. Okay. If you want to see what you got in the soup, you you can print soup and hit enter. You can see the data which the same web page came under this beautiful soup. Everyone is clear up to here? Okay. Now here comes the inspection part. What we did, we here somewhere table will be there in which the data resides. The table also will be there. This table. Now I'll give beautiful soup to find that table. Okay. So how to find? There is a inbuilt method in beautiful soup which will find a table for you. Okay. So you do like this. Data first, only you execute this one first line. Data is equals to soup dot find table. We have to find table. If you want to find any division, you can give division and its respective class or ID. So here we are interested in finding table. So we have given table, and which table we want to find. This is the format of giving the table class. Okay, it's a class name, so we have given here class. If it is a ID, we will give here ID. Dictionary way we need to pass it. Class and the class name of the table. This was the class name what we have seen from here. Inspect element. Okay. Wait. I'll repeat this for you guys. If you're not here, please ping me. This here I can see this is the table name w100% dot m0. This is the table class name. So what I will do in that data, I will set my soup to find that element. Okay, find this table, execute this one, and print data. Now you can see your data got reduced. Before you got everything in your web page. From everything your web page you got the dump. Now data got reduced. It find the table which is open and which is closed. In this table I've received, see, only this table we got the data reduced to this table. Now I want to beautify this as well. I will go further. Okay. So here what I can see here from the data is now data got reduced. Okay. Wait. Under that table rows should be there as we discussed. So I'll give to find all the table rows whatever there is in my this table. Okay, now I will print that data. Under that table multiple rows will be there. These are my rows. So see, table is now gone, only table rows are left with me. Whatever I will give in finding, it will remove that, and only the leftover portion will be remaining with me. Now I'm interested to get what under span. This is the date. Date is here, which came from, I will show you. I'm closing this. This is the first entry of my table, date. Okay. Yeah. Screen sharing is a problem. Okay, this is the first. This is under span. If you can see, under in one table row, they have created table row with the formattings, and they have given span, and in between that span they have put this data. So data is in between spans. Here we imported the libraries. Request library is used to get the data. Get the data from URL. Okay. Once you get the data, Beautiful Soup is used to beautify your data, cleansing. Beautify the data, noise removal. What is noise? Anything in the page what we don't want is a noise for us. Okay. Done in this. So we got the data into our response variable. That is nothing but the dump data for the from the website. Now I want to search. I have created a Beautiful Soup object which will help me to cleanse the data. Okay. So now I know my data. I am interested in the data which is stored under this table. I have inspected the element. I got this table class from there. That web page. I've pasted this here. Okay. Now I want to. So I've showed you the structure, Priya. What you was asking. What is find and all, Preeti? Sorry. Once we got the table, you can print here the data. Okay. Once you find this element, wait, let me execute from the beginning. What I got in the data is only the data of this table. Under this table, I will be having multiple table rows. So I will use find all. Whatever the rows are, I will find that rows because those rows contain the data which I'm interested into. So under this table is only, I want only one table data. That's why I have given only find. Find all is whatever the tr I have given. Tr is table rows. So it will find these table rows and it will only show me these table rows data. Okay, my data will be stored under table rows. So I can see here only table rows are now mentioned here. Okay, this is table row, and let me open a notepad, then I can explain to you guys. Now the data became like this. If you can observe, it's starting with the table row, right? And whatever is mentioned here is for styling. Now they have under this table row, if you will observe, they have mentioned span also. This is the table row. Th data is in between my span columns. This. Okay, this is date. Again we will move further under span. Again it is open. This data I want. This is the data which I'm interested. And again next table row, in between span data is there which I'm interested into. This is the date. Like this they have. So I got this pattern in between the every span. They have kept the data. Okay, I've found all these table rows. I've stored into data. I again updated the same variable. Data got reduced. Some of the noise got reduced. Now what I will do, if you are getting or not, let me explain here. Stylings they have mentioned, and in that span again styling, some stylings they have mentioned, and data is like this. Here is the actual data, and they have closed it from the span data format. I'm telling you of this table span, and they have closed this table row. Okay, sorry. Now it is repeated multiple times. Some other data is there of this table, some other data is there of this table. Okay, so it's repeated. Okay, it's repeated multiple times. I'm interested only to get the data in between my span. Data is here. Okay, in between this span, all these are waste for me. I want only these data. Okay, before what it was, how was the table? It was like this: table, table name, table name, any other styling or something, context something, must be multiple divisions. Divisions also must be there, multiples, div 1 or something. And this was the table. Oh, sorry, division was before this. So I extracted this table with the table name. I got the entire data. First thing, wait, here closes the table. When I extracted the data with this table name, I got this data. Okay, previously it was the data of the entire website. It got filtered out, it got reduced to this. Okay, I have this much of data with me remaining now. After the find this class, now multiple table rows will be there in that table. I have filtered out, I have given find all tr. So what this library will do, whatever is there in between these tr, it will give me. Now the data got reduced, this also got reduced, table also got reduced. Now I'm left over with this data. Okay, I'm reducing the noise level by level. Now what I will do, I have to remove all these TRs as well. Okay, so TRs also I will remove. I will give find all span, so data will be reduced to this TR. Whatever the styling fonts are there, it will get reduced. It's up to the understanding of the data, how we can analyze this HTML script, whatever we have got in the data. Now I'll give data dot find all span. Now did you call find all? Yes, I called find all. Okay, some error we got. You directly need to find this span data. So you will left over with, don't find tr in this, directly you find this spans, because in data I've shown you we got multiple spans here. Under in between those spans we have the table data with us, which we are interested into. Okay, so directly find that span details from your data. Okay, print data here. Now I will show you what we are reduced up to. See, you can see these data from the website. August, in August 3, with respect to see August 3 data, this is the data, and these entries we are getting. See these lines in our data. See these are the line. Again the date column came for July 31st. This is the data. Okay, So we are reducing noise step by step. See, this is the entire data from this table, what we can see here, right? So we have found our table from the inspect element. We have passed the table name in our data frame in BeautifulSoup, and what we have said, like, find these spans. In between these spans, the data is there which we are interested into. So moving ahead with this, what I've done here is I've done data slicing. Okay, what is 7 minus 3? What is 7 to minus 3? Okay, what is 7 to minus 3? First 7 rows will be my column names. See, first one span is date, second is open, third is high, fourth is low, fifth is close start. What are these? These are the columns of my data. Okay, date first, this is the first column. Okay, column names, data, open, high, low, close, adjusted, and volume. These are our column names. So I want to extract column separately, and I want to extract my data in other part. So what I've done, first 7 rows I've removed from the data which I'll be extracting. First 7 is gone, means first column, this is the first, means first column is having this 7 rows in it. After first 7, I've made a data frame of these data. I've removed this. I will extract this data separately, which I'll be naming as a column names, okay, of my data frame. And minus 3, why I've done here is because at last some XYZ entries are coming, some text entries which I'm not interested in to see. First span is this, closed price, this I don't want from my data. I've done data slicing here. Second span is this, which I don't want to store in my data. Okay. Third span is this, which I don't want to be put in my data. It came from the bottom. Okay. So first 7 is my column, and last 3 I don't want to be in my data. Okay. I've done data slicing of this. Now the next step is, if I will give data.txt, it will be giving me this only data. Span will be removed. You remember the hierarchy? Wait, it's not here. So we have reached to the end. Suppose this is a span, and after this text is there. If I will give data.text, it will extract my text from there now. Okay, so this is what we are doing here. I want text of all these things. Okay, text of all these data I want. So what I will do, for each element I've run a loop and I've stored that data. For x.text, for x in data, okay, it will run for each and every rows, and you will get the data. Do that, what you get the output. See, one by one I will do. I will do print data. For the first time, what I get is, now what you will see, you directly got this data. First 7 were the columns, I've removed it. See, date, open, these things got removed, and the bottom also got removed from that. Okay, first one is slicing. After data slicing, next, this is coming like this, span. I want to get text out of it. Okay, so what I will do, I will run a loop. For that I will tell give me only text. I got this as a nd array. Sorry, this is a list what I got. Okay, so this is a list August up to here, 7 entries. It will be considered as one row till I guess get the next date up to here. Okay, after this my next row starts. We have 7 entries in one row. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So what I will do, I will arrange this data. I will make as a np array and I will arrange this data. I want only 100 rows from this table was very big, so I only stored 100 entries from these rows. Okay, only 100 columns are stored in this. I've done data slicing here. I want only 100 rows within 7 columns. So my data got arranged into this. It became NP array now. Directly now I can store it as a data frame. Let me delete this. See. Now tell me from where should I repeat this? From the beginning? I think everyone should be clear how we got the data, and this columns how I extracted is I've done data slicing. From 0 to first 7 were my column names, right? So I've extracted data from 0 to 7 rows from that data. This one. Okay. I've extracted first 7 which were my column names, and from those column names I've extracted text too. When I extracted the text out of that, I got this. Now I have column name and data frame with me, which I've created a pandas.data frame where data is data and columns are columns what we extracted. It became a data frame. In this case, the data was there under a span, so we have find the span and we have run a loop for converting it into a text format. When we got the text format, it came as a list. The list, we know we want 7 columns and the length of the data should be 100. I've limited up to, so 100 rows in 7 columns. It got in that format, np array converted. So you can see you are having each row data here stored in one list. Now what can I do? I can store it as a data frame. I converted this data into a data frame. I have this data. What I will do, I will store this pf dot to csv, whatever the name you want to keep. Index you can put false, else you will get index also in that. So let me repeat once more for you guys. See, we imported all the libraries. Then we have given the URL to get the data from that page. Request went there and we got the data in response variable. Okay. How come here? None. Then data, you run the whole script again from the beginning, or you do refresh of this once, because Jupyter also hangs. Restart your Jupyter like this, Rohit. Again, rerun your code. So we have imported the libraries, we got the data into URL in web page. That was a scrap. We have given it to Beautiful Soup for HTML parsing that. Now this Beautiful Soup object understand that data is in HTML format. Now what we will do, we have inspected the element from here. Go here, inspect the element. We have found the table name from here, which was this table. We have passed the table name here. Class is equals to this table name. This is the format which Beautiful Soup takes. This is by default in this method. Fine. Okay. Now after that we observe our data which we are interested is in between spans. So we have done find all the spans in that data because that was the subset of our data in which we are interested. So noise is not there. You can do find all for those columns. What happened is we got data reduced and data now is resided under this span. Again we wanted to filter out this. What we did, x.text. So in between these two spans, whatever text are there, it got converted into a list. We ran a loop. That was a list. Then we know we want to create a table with 7 rows and 100 columns. Sorry, 100 rows and 7 columns. So we have given np.array and convert it into a tabular format. Now the data got converted into np nd array. This is list of list, what we call, right? Directly I've passed it in a data frame. This pd.data frame columns have extracted it separately. I've given while creating the data frame, data have passed separately and columns have passed separately. I got this data.